等会。Hello everyone, we are going to talk about the example about 1984 in reality. Firstly, I'm going to talk about Hitler. Yes. Hitler was the leader of the Nazi Party who once became dictator of Germany. During his dictatorship, he initiated World War II in Europe by invading Poland. Also, Hitler used his power to cause the death of 6 million Jews and millions of others during World War II. Nazi also making effort to beautify the policy and behavior of the regime, with extreme nationalism, racism, and violence as a plea. In short, when a lot of people would like to describe his rally as fascism. In World War II, fascism is a form of a far-right regime. What is similar to 1984 is the nation is controlled by a strong party. Their goal is the goal of them is to have absolute power over their people. Just like Hitler, he organized strong armed groups to protect Israeli. If someone tried to against him, they would be pulled out and killed. And the resources of the country had been collected for the army and increased the power of the Nazis. Through the extraordinary, inspiring speech, Hitler showed himself as a great leader who might make Germany one of the strongest countries in the world, making his nation believe that the dilemma from World War One to World War II would be removed. To control people's mind, he burned the book and killed millions of people, and the atmosphere of society became very sick. Some people loved the Nazi and followed Hitler whatever he did. Some people escaped to another country or hide in the dark as soon as possible. Until now, people still debate about what happened at the time and what caused so many people to become Hitler's killer to achieve his political goal. But they all have one thing in common. The Nazi and the method they control people's mind are the key roles. Next page.
Okay, in 1984, the party used an extreme way to control. 听得到吗？ Okay, in 1984, the party used an extreme way to control language and thought, such as to revise the newspaper and repeat the propaganda over and over again. War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. It seems so ridiculous to our life, but sometimes the languages can be used in politics in our world, especially during the elections and some favorite moments. So today I'm going to share some of my observations. In the 2016 elections, the former President of America, Donald Trump, once said that "Make America Great Again," and it helped Trump to win the elections. Before 2016, the USA was facing several problems such as the rise of China and the problem of the DPRK nuclear weapons. Besides, there are also many problems in the local America. So that's why when Donald Trump said "Make America Great Again," lots of American people were touched. Donald Trump successfully awakened the nationalism in every American and finally win the elections. Trump also said that "I will build a great wall, and nobody builds wall better than me, believe me, and I'll build them very inexpensively. I will build a great wall on our southern border, and I will make Mexican pay for that wall. Mark my words." Trump incited the hatred in America against Mexican. By doing so, he can make people believe he will fight against the drugs and and win votes for those who hate Mexican. Next page, thank you. Russian invasion of Ukraine is also an example. Before the warfare, Vladimir Putin told Russian people that his goal was to demilitarize and denazify Ukraine. The claims of Nazis and genocides in Ukraine are completely unfounded, but part of a narrative repeated by Russia for years. Why? It is because the government tried to pretend that their invasion was helping Ukraine and the Russian people was the savior to the Ukraine. Next page, thank you. It is not only happened in foreign country, but also frequently happened in Taiwan. In 2018, Kaohsiung mayor's election, there was a catchy propaganda said by Han Kuo-yu. 货出的去，人进的来，高雄发大财，and 一瓶矿泉水，一碗卤肉饭。The propaganda was so easy to understand that even the people who are not highly educated can understand. And these propaganda both focus on economy. And most people also care about money the most, so Han Kuo-yu is successful with the elections of Kaohsiung mayor. In brief, politicians often use language to achieve certain purpose, as the saying in 1984. But if thought corrupts language, language can also corrupt thoughts. Today, we get information easier than before. However, there are many fake news and pseudoscience exist in our life. It is important of us to filter and get the information in no disguise.
Now I'm going to introduce an event in the China, the Chinese Cultural Revolution. The leader of Chinese Cultural Revolution is Mao Zedong, who is the founder of the Communist Party of China, and he felt this revolution to achieve some goal for him. The time of this revolution is happened in China in 1966 to 1976. There has a lot of reason for this revolution discussed in the society. In my opinion, I consider the reason of this revolution can divide into two parts. The survey's reason of this event is because Mao Zedong government avoid their forms of government became capitalism, so use the media and newspaper make people think capitalism as a very bad belief and make them to attack the rich person, intelligence, etc., which is believe the capitalism. They found this violent revolution to consolidate their forms of government. And the other reason is that the policy Mao Zedong enacted in that period was too bad, so a lot of people think he is not suitable for the leader of China, so forced him fall back the leadership of China to another politician. And the new leader of China was capitalism, which is opposite to Mao Zedong. So he want to consolidate his status in the China. So launch a trend to advocate public to view him as the god of China. He used the media and textbook and newspaper to promote his belief and make public to believe him and use some violent method to attack who has different belief to Mao Zedong. And the following is some slogan in Chinese Cultural Revolution, like 无产阶级专政万岁，破四旧立四新。毛泽东是人民心中最红的红太阳，谁反对毛主席就砸烂谁的狗头。The picture in the right are all related to the Cultural Revolution. First is 毛语录. The contents of 毛语录 is talk about the beliefs for Mao Zedong. This book make a giant influence in the thought for China citizen. In the other three picture, we can see some slogan and violent behavior in the Cultural Revolution. This the China Cultural Revolution was end after Mao Zedong died in 1976, and finally he made him become the god in the heart of China citizen. And this revolution caused a lot of deaths and large number of cultures be broke. The economic and education was paused very long time, make a huge influence in the China. Thank you for your listening.